Hey everyone! A couple of days ago, we witnessed the massive Starship lift off for the fourth time. Each launch feels like the first, and this one was even more exciting because of the new milestones achieved. However, SpaceX didn't immediately release all the details, leaving us wondering how the launch truly went. Now, they've shared some new footage that's got everyone talking. Today, we're diving into this footage and discussing what it means for the upcoming fifth launch. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more updates on Starship and other SpaceX achievements. Yesterday, SpaceX revealed a new angle of the boosters landing in the Gulf of Mexico. The video starts with an aerial view and then shifts to what looks like a buoy at the landing site. The booster comes down at an angle, lights its engines as it hits the clouds, slowing down and almost perfectly orienting itself vertically. Just before the booster hits the water, SpaceX switches to onboard footage, so we don't see it bobbing before it tips over. But this approach and engine ignition showed the mission's goals and the water landing. Before the launch, SpaceX shifted their focus from reaching orbit to showing they could return and reuse Starship and Super Heavy. These tests use over 20 cameras on the Starship and around the launch site to capture every angle. This helps SpaceX analyze the flight and landing in detail, ensuring they can improve future flights. In the video, you can see some large flames, likely from one engine that didn't relight for the landing burn. These flames show the complex dynamics when an engine fails, possibly causing an imbalance in thrust. However, the Super Heavy booster is designed with redundancy, meaning it has backups for such scenarios. The booster has 33 Raptor engines, but only 12 are needed for the landing burn. Even if some engines fail, the rest can still manage a controlled descent. The flames show the booster's robustness and careful engineering that handles unexpected issues. This landing process simulates how the booster will eventually return to the launch site in an operational scenario. The booster will come back and execute the landing burn just above the tower. As it slows down, it will align between the two catch arms of the tower. These arms close under the booster's catch points, securing it in place. The precision required for this is extraordinary. The booster must align perfectly with the arms while descending at high speed, needing advanced guidance systems and precise engine control. The flames during the landing burn highlight the immense heat and power from the engines, showing the booster's capability to handle extreme conditions during re-entry and landing. The landing burn not only slows the booster but also stabilizes and orients it correctly. The engines correct any flight path deviations, ensuring a vertical descent. This control is essential for landing safely and accurately, especially when aiming for the tower's catch points. Landing on drone ships, like the one SpaceX uses for Falcon 9, is one thing, but being caught mid-air by the tower arms is another. The drone ships, named Just Read the Instructions and Of Course I Still Love You, provide a stable but challenging landing surface. The booster lands vertically on these floating platforms, maintained by thrusters despite ocean currents. Catching the booster with the tower's arms requires even greater precision. Instead of a wide platform, the booster must align perfectly with the narrow catch points. The booster approaches the tower at high speed and must slow down precisely as it descends between the arms, which then close to catch the booster. This method removes the need for landing legs, reducing the booster's weight and allowing for quicker turnarounds. Now, we're all wondering about the next Starship launch. Initially, after the fourth launch, Elon Musk tweeted about possibly trying to catch the booster next time. In a recent interview, he seemed serious about this attempt, despite concerns about damaging the tower or nearby infrastructure. However, SpaceX is building another tower and is known for taking occasional risks. In a statement, SpaceX said the fourth flight made major strides towards a reusable future. They made several software and hardware upgrades to increase reliability and address lessons learned from the third flight. They also mentioned operational changes like jettisoning the Super Heavy hot stage to reduce booster mass for the final flight phase. This jettisoning was successful and might be seen again. SpaceX is not only preparing for the fifth flight but also for the sixth and seventh, aiming for 10 Starship launches in 2024. This ambitious schedule shows their commitment to advancing their technology and operational capabilities. Each flight will test and validate new aspects of the Starship system, aiming for fully reusable rockets to significantly reduce space travel costs. The only issue with the fourth launch was when one of Starship's flaps suffered burn damage during descent. Live camera views showed the heat shield on the flap burning away, sending debris across the camera's view, which eventually led to the camera lens cracking, hampering the visual feed. Elon Musk immediately took to Twitter to share his excitement, despite the damage. He praised the Starship team for the achievement and highlighted the use of stainless steel, explaining that materials like aluminum or carbon fiber would not withstand the heat of re-entry. Stainless steel can handle the extreme temperatures of atmospheric re-entry, unlike aluminum, which melts at around 660 degrees Celsius, and carbon fiber, which degrades above 3000 degrees Celsius. Stainless steel remains stable up to around 1400 degrees Celsius, making it ideal for re-entry's thermal stresses. It's also durable and strong, essential for the repeated use of Starship, aligning with SpaceX's goal of a fully reusable spacecraft. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed this and found it useful, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.